Welcome to the Caribe Hilton here in San Juan. This is another installment of the Before You Book series. We've been here for nearly 10 days and we've enjoyed our stay. There's a lot of things that I think I would have loved to have known before I got here, but I don't think it would have kept us from staying here. So, when you are planning your next beach vacation, especially down here to Puerto Rico, this might be a viable option for you. So, with that being said, let's continue with this video to go towards maybe some of the stuff that didn't get put out on Google, didn't get put out on Yelp, didn't get put out on Foursquare. But this is the Caribe Hilton San Juan Before You Book. Let's check it out. And here's another little piece of the hotel itself here. I don't think it's open right now. But here is the garden entrance. This has a lot of like preserve, like nature preserve and stuff. Oh, looks like it's open. We're gonna go try this out now. So this is the garden wing, I believe, of the Caribe Hilton. Got some really cool artwork here. I'm gonna turn this around so you guys aren't looking at me, you're looking at the nature side of it. So check it out. It is kind of like a serene little spot if you guys want to get some reading done, or you can check out the geese, swans, whatever you want. I have not been here yet. I've only seen it because those doors generally are not open, but I wanted to kind of go out here and check it out. I think it's kind of cool when they add these little things. Oh cool, look, they've got a little black swan here. No, not Natalie Portman. Check it out. Yeah, so definitely a kind of a little cool area if you guys are looking at maybe popping some proposals while you're here. This would be a good place. You could do that by the beach. Oh wow, actually it looks like you can get a garden wing suite, which look sweet. Look at that. That would be pretty nice. So if you're more into the tranquility of a vacation and maybe not so into the hippity-hoppity beachside stuff, maybe that would be a good selection for you. And then it looks like maybe it's only half of it, because there is a whole section over here. Oh gosh, well that looks like it just, wouldn't be good to step on. I'm not sure what that is over there, but I have seen people over there, and then you have access to the fort. So I'm not really sure. It looks like maybe it is a joint venture. Hang on. Yeah, it looks like it's a joint venture, maybe between the two hotels. It looks like there's a hotel right next to us, and they have like a pool there. And it looks like they may have access to this as well, which is awesome. More people getting to enjoy something like this is awesome. So guys, that's like part of the garden wing there. I think that's kind of a cool thing to look at. I'm going to bring you through some more sections that I think are worth going over, obviously before you book here. So let's go do that. Just a little more views of the artwork here. Some pretty cool stuff. This was something I kind of wanted to look at just in case anybody was interested in like holding maybe a venue here. But this is one of the ballrooms. I'm sure they all look very similar to this, but I think somebody's having a wedding here tonight. Looks like they offer catering, clear plastic chairs. It's pretty cool. So obviously, this place is an all-in-one resort. It's got everything you may need to have a successful vacation / wedding / whatever you're looking to do, which I'll be going more towards the pool side. Let's look at the gym, all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to get some of these things in just so you guys could take a look at some of the behind the scenes, maybe the things you're not traveler, but at least being able to see what Caribe has to offer for everybody. Here is another piece of the Caribe Hilton here. This is kind of the main floor. here. Everything kind of convenes here in the evening. You've got your main bar, which, might I add, has some of the best drinks here on the resort. And I say that mostly because their mezcal selection is insane. Like, they have a ton of mezcal. That's usually, if you've got mezcal, I'm on board, because that's huge. And they'll make custom craft cocktails for you. The guy even made it was like a Campari foam to stick on top of it. They don't have the liquor bottles out right now, but I will tell you, this is the spot. This is the spot where you can get the best cocktails, and it's definitely a good evening nightcap. Here's something interesting on the wall here that I thought would... So, if you can see it, this Ramon Mojito Morero actually invented the pina colada right here. Actually, when I talked to the guy, it was some sort of old bar over there where this guy actually invented the pina colada. So, when you're here, make sure you grab one. I asked about the recipe, and they said the only thing that's changed was the amount of cream put in it, because I guess with people today versus the 1950s, cream doesn't sit as well with people. Obviously, it's a lot more fattening, so they removed that and replaced it with something else. I'm not sure, but you definitely got to try one of those bad guys. Those are going to treat you well. Walking here, let's go into the lobby area. This is where you will be checked in at. This is obviously, they're very accommodating to whatever holiday is currently happening, but yeah, it is. It's been very swift. I haven't had any issues with service. There is a bird over there. The two birds, they are constantly squawking. Occasionally it will smell like poop, which, you catch that whiffed in the morning, but I guess that's one of the downsides, or I guess one of the concessions you have when you have live animals around, is they do obviously displace their food in that sense. So, morning. Let's go around. We're gonna go more towards the stores. So it looks like maybe the coronavirus hit some of the store capacities here. So there are some space available. So if you guys are looking at any sort of boutique shop, this might be a spot to land it on. They do have all these essentials, so you don't really have to leave the resort. They've got a whole bev shop back there with single sale beers, ice cream, Red Bulls, and then they do have all of the touristy items, so you actually don't have to leave the resort to go do that. They've got a bunch of kids stuff here, so if you forgot things to bring, then that they do have here, which is good. So, moving on, this is one of the resort restaurants here. This one's kind of an interesting one, I'll tell you that. It's good. They have a lot of good stuff. They got mofongo. They have a pretty basic bar. They do have a huge mojito and a huge margarita. I think it's like 69 ounces, like a ridiculous amount. The thing is just ginormous. So if that's something you guys are looking at getting, maybe at value or whatever, I mean, it's too much for me, but it is what it is. And I don't know about in this climate with coronavirus if it's good to share that kind of stuff. So my one qualm Mojitos here is the fact that they don't let you bring it down to the beach. So to bring Starbucks, you're welcome to bring, I think Nectar, you're welcome to bring one of the other places I'll show you, down to the beach. There's a security officer, and that's fine. That's good, they're doing their job. But Mojitos, you can't bring their food down unless you kind of hide it a little bit, like if you take it out of the bag and you bring it and stuff like that, because we like their avocado toast. It's pretty good, but they don't let you bring it down despite letting you apply it to the room, so you can pay with your room here, but they say it's not part of the actual hotel. Okay, I didn't want to fight it. It seemed like a battle I wasn't going to win, but that's just something that you're going to have to take into account when you do order from there. You're either going to have to smuggle it in, so that's one thing. You're either going to have to smuggle it in, or you're going to have to just get it from somewhere else. Starbucks has okay stuff. Obviously, it's a little high priced for microwave stuff, but you know, that is what it is. You just gotta get it done. But yeah, that's my breakfast rant here, I would say. I know you guys are looking more for some video footage of the actual place itself, so I'm gonna do that for the rest of this time here, so you guys can get a feel of what the Caribe Hilton feels like. Now, the sun is out 90% of the time here in Puerto Rico. I chose the day where it was a little overcast, and obviously that's better for cinematography purposes, but there was kind of this one thing every day. It seems like it rains for probably like 15 minutes, and that makes sense, you know, so kind of plan accordingly with your day. But it rains about 15 minutes a day, maybe twice a day, just depending on what day it is. But that's because the El Yunque rainforest is located that way, and with that, it kind of creates its own climate, and then it brings it over, and it's like 15 minutes and then it's done. So if you do have books, obviously those will get decimated, so it's good to kind of plan accordingly with your morning. Maybe check the weather. They kind of don't update it until that day. They're not really going to know what it looks like. So that's one thing that's been a little bit of a plague, but not too bad. So here, this is the Monica something. So apparently this is Monica Puig. I don't watch tennis, so I'm not sure who that is. But it is a world-class tennis resort. Looks like they have apparatus here in order to play with yourself, or you can play doubles. Well, no, that's singles, but that's just a regular match. But it is really, really, really nice. Seems like they keep updated, keep them cleaned, which is huge. This right here is called the Zen Spa Oceano. This is how you have actually access to part of the fitness center as well, but they do have a bunch of different options here. Just gonna get a full view. I didn't realize that looked like jellyfish the first time. But this is the Zen Spa Oceano. All right, just another little tidbit. I figured this is the information we're looking for. I know you're not looking to look at my face. You are looking to come here, check out what's going on, see what's up. But I wanted to just kind of put some disclosures in here. And these are things that I wish I knew before I booked. So I guess be cognizant of this stuff. So one of the issues I think we had is the fact that this is a little bit of an outdated hotel, and mind you, they have been hit by multiple hurricanes and an earthquake, so they obviously are still in a repair stage, which is huge. But the hot water supply in the bathrooms, I guess within the actual room, which I'll give you a room tour, they run out like crazy. Like around dinner time, there's like no hot water. So if you are planning on taking a shower, maybe do it a little earlier in the day or really late in the day. But if you're trying to do it midsection, they are out of hot water. Like we had to do it before dinner, and that's obviously like the big time to go shower. So maybe avoid that time because their hot water supply is pretty limited. So here's an example of one of the breakfast places here. This one's called Nectar. That is currently the line to get in. So you're probably looking at maybe a hour wait to go to the breakfast buffet. So that's kind of an example of what I said about maybe grabbing something smaller from Starbucks or trying to go over to Mojitos and grab something small from there, because you know, breakfast should be the biggest section of your day when it comes to consuming, but oh my gosh, like the line is absolutely insane. So guys, you can either get down early, 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, but we are looking at close to 10, 9:30, 10 o'clock. You're looking at an hour wait for that. Here's another really interesting thing. So while we were here, actually had to disband because they had a COVID case. So there's actually a parking garage right over there. It's like $25 a day, so it's actually cheaper than doing the valet, obviously. But then you can just kind of walk right through there, and easier to just park yourself rather than calling down every morning and having them, come here, because they don't do the texting, so you had to call down. So it actually was kind of an inconvenience, but much easier. You can just park over there, you just run over there, grab your car, and then hop on down to Old San Juan. Another really cool mode of transportation is the fact they have electric scooters everywhere. So if you're looking to maybe not rent a car, but you're looking to maybe go off resort a little bit, it's very walkable to go to Miramar, which I could show you from our room. So that's very walkable. And then Old San Juan's not exactly walkable, but you can take a scooter there, and they've got Bird, they've got some other iteration that you can just download, but it's not very far and it's very easy to get to. Also, there's a really cool walkable path over here that allows you to do an old fort, a historic fort and a historic stadium, which was really cool. So that's kind of the accessibility when it comes to traveling off and parking when it comes to renting a vehicle here. We're out here at the pool. So there are a variety of pools here at the Caribe. And we're gonna just go over them real quickly. I wanted to try to catch a non-windy section of it because it does get it gets pretty windy around here at all given times. So let me just on here. There are a variety of pools. We've got the dual hot tubs here. We did have some issues with the heating factors of it. It's probably around 70 degrees right now in that pool, so it's not much warmer than the other pool. However, the main pool is pretty cold. So what you have to do every morning when you do come here is you have to actually go over to the towel area over there. You have to get a band, which they change every day color wise, so you have to go get that. We've been here 10 days. They have cycled through 10 bands, so it's kind of an essential of what you have to do here. There is a variety of activities. So they do have a kids pool over there, which I'll bring you guys to real quick. These are all pools suited for adults, but the smaller kids pool is, I believe, less than 2 feet. So I'll bring you over there. But what you're gonna wanna do when you do get here is you're gonna wanna make sure you grab these cots early on because they go fast. So what you can do is either secure them with items of your own, or you can secure them with the towels depending on what time you do get up. Over here we have the hammock area. You would want to also secure those early if you are looking for some hammock time, because those go by fast. Okay, there's only 3 of them and there's roughly 1,000 people. So got a little basketball hoop over there. Let me bring you real quick to the kids pool here. So here's an example of the cool kids pool. Definitely suited for, it says 1'6" So definitely suited for children, which is great to have that kind of activity for kids. Another big thing here is the fact that they do really highlight kids activities. This ice cream bar here has not been open once in the 10 days we've been here, so that's kind of something I can't really speak on. Their menu looks great. They have like coconut ice cream and acai and smoothies and things of that nature, but I can't really speak on it because I haven't had it yet. Here is a great alternative to the pools throughout the day. So there's a ton of wildlife down here. You can get your scuba on. As you can see here, we've got some scuba people. You could just snorkel, which is good too. You gotta watch for the rocks though. But you can jump right off here and swim over to this little dock, which is kind of fun to go out to. And if you want to do some flips off it, I don't advise diving, but it's something people do. Here is the beach, which is another alternative to you doing the pool. It is a little warmer. The ocean over here is going to be a little warmer than the pool itself. So it is kind of nice to be able to go over here. You guys can chill out on the little lounges, which is nice. And then they do have stuff to rent over there, which is solid. So you don't have to bring everything. When you do come, you can rent the majority of the stuff you may want to take to the beach. I think they even have toys and stuff like that. Yeah, so definitely when you do come down here, you're definitely going to want to grab seats. It's essential because they go by fast. And then also trying to find maybe trying to find that one area that works for you. We've been here, you know, a variety of days, so we definitely found the seats that worked for us. When that's music, that is music levels, that's accessibility, all that kind of thing. That's important to find that spot. Over here, they do have rental tubes, which is, I think, we're $15 a day. $15 a day to rent them, which isn't terrible, especially because multi people can use them. But I can walk over there later. That's going to be more of the. They have the private cabanas you can rent. They're $400 a day. I could not attest to it being worth it, but you know, if you're here celebrating something special, maybe that's something that might be geared towards you. This is the main pool here. This is definitely where you see a lot of people getting crunk with it later in the day. You've got the pool bar up there, which is cool. That gets a little crowded maybe later in the day. They've got these little layout points up here, which are cushioned. No reservation, nothing. You just kind of grab it and go. The bartenders are always so nice. I've definitely enjoyed all the drinks they have to offer and the flexibility of cocktails out here. You know, I always speak on that. So they do have a pretty good selection. Not as big as the inside, but this is my boy here, Hiram, always making the drinks here, and Fernando. So yeah, they'll do, if you do sit out here, they'll do some fun games. Yesterday they were having us throw some ping pong balls into the cup up there. I'm not sure what the prize would be because nobody won, because it was literally impossible. And I've showed you guys already some of the inflatable activities here. But yeah, guys, that is the main pool. It gets much busier here. This is lunchtime, which we eat at Bagway about every day here. So that is a lot of tables. They do have a lot of food, a lot of good, like, healthy-ish seaside food. So it gives you the ability to kind of eat and then get back to action. But guys, that is the Bagway, the pool tour. Just a little insight as to how your day may go around here by the pool. Stay tuned for more. And here we have Mojitos, one of the couple restaurants here at the Caribe Hilton. This is really early in the morning. I'm going to show you the menu real quick just so you can screen grab if you'd like to look at it. Here are the brunch options, and then they also have dinner options as well. Let me show you that one. There's the dinner menu. It's really good. I would say it's probably a little higher priced than some of the surrounding areas, but they do have a really good bar, and they are known for their very, very large drinks. They have like a 69 ounce, which I think I mentioned beforehand, a 69 ounce drink. I think it's like a mojito and like a, I don't know, one of those ginger beer drinks. That is Mojito. We've pretty much ordered breakfast here every day, other than Starbucks, but it's solid. They've always got things out quickly, and it's not always like super busy like Morton's is. So it's nice to be able to just, you know, walk this way and be able to grab a table almost immediately. They do have some outdoor seating out here as well. So it's just one of the couple restaurants here. Here's another neat little part of the resort. It is kind of a main focal point, but the crazy thing is it's inaccessible from this resort over here. There are ways to get there. It opens up, it looks like 2 p.m. to I don't know, like 4 or 5 from what I've seen. But this is the old fort that is connected off the peninsula here. If you do want to look at some cool wildlife, there is a little crab sanctuary down here. You can kind of see them skittering around. I think it's pretty wafty today, so you're not going to see much action down there. But here's the old fort. See how this gate is here? This is continually locked. It's not ever changing. However, the part of the video I did show you where you can access from the banquet hall and the garden, you can walk down these steps here, and that gate ends up opening up. Let me get through here. Oops. that gate ends up opening up over there, or, gosh, this is not doing well in focusing. Oh, okay, it's my hand. You can jump over that section right there. You can jump over it and go over when that opens up over there. So it's kind of a little bit of a journey to get there, but I believe it's worth it. I haven't done it myself, but I've seen other people do it, just because kids aren't gonna really follow me over there. But it is a really cool thing to look at, even from the room. But if you're interested in it, if you want to check out the plaques, you can go do that. I'm gonna show you some B-roll here of me just on a scooter, just to check out some of the more walkable or not scooting, so we can scoot over to these areas and check them out because it's worth a walk. This right here is another one of this is Rustica. They've got it beautified up for Christmas. As you can see, they've got a pretty expansive bar, one of my favorites here. Lots of table seating, and actually the beauty here is it's both Lola's and Rustica, so you can go over there and you can seat, and there's a lot of action over here in the Rustica area. You're welcome to watch games and stuff there too, which is also pretty cool. People were pretty happy about that yesterday. So that is Rustica. Alright guys, one more thing here. This is the gym here at the Caribe Hilton. As you can see, it's always a party going on here. They've got some music going on. So it is a full gym. You know, they've got everything you may need. You've got your bikes, your crazy amount of treadmills, but you can look out on the beach, which is real nice. You've got your weight systems here. And they do have a fair amount of free weights, which is always a pretty decent thing, because usually they just kind of stop like here, and that's what most of them have. But guys, yeah, they've got it all. So I've been here about every single day, and it's usually actually pretty busy, so it's kind of cool to get to be in here with nobody, so I can make it video and not annoy people. So guys, that is the fitness center here at the Caribe Hilton. What's up guys, here is another one of the restaurants. This is Morton's. It is the primary steakhouse. Obviously you're going to have to dress a little more uppity here. They have a actual attire requirement. Here is a look at the menu here. We ate here once. You kind of have to grab reservations pretty dang early. So if you guys do want to eat here, make sure you kind of spell that out before you get here. Whether that is, you know, for a holiday or whatever, but definitely on a holiday, you're going to want to grab a reservation because it's always busy and they kind of have limited seating. It's only available at 5 p.m. and on, so they don't have lunch here. So that obviously puts it at a disadvantage for the amount of seatings they have. But that is Morton's Steakhouse. So here's a little something extra. I have not been up these stairs yet, but it would appear it is more of a business suite. They've got conference rooms up here. It does look like they have more available bathrooms, which is nice. And this is the one that kind of goes over the lobby here. So let's check this out. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I can't believe I haven't been up here yet. I also see something over here. Kind of goes outside, but yeah, we've got more conference rooms over here. All right. And plenty more. It looks like it's not being used at the moment, but I do enjoy this. Okay, well, this says push, but that is locked. All right, well, kind of a cool little side journey here, but to no avail. Here's a little video about the beach down here. I know I didn't cover it, but this just shows you that the tide gets really high in the morning and people's seats are here, but they do put them out here because eventually that tide goes down and then you've got yourself some sweet, sweet beachfront property there. Also, one of the really cool things about this beach is that you can walk in there without any sort of swim shoes. It is very clean, clear, no rocks. So you can leave those bad boys at home unless you are planning on coming out here and maybe doing some snorkeling. But oh my gosh, look at that thing. Okay, so sometimes the waves obviously get pretty crazy out here. And that thing becomes a little hard to stand on. Look at that. That is, yeah. So this is an example of a slightly wavy day, but it does get a lot more windy slash wavier out here. And here's another option right here for you to get some food. So this place has cookies, acai bowls, which are really good. They also have coffee. If you're looking for a viable alternative between Starbucks and maybe getting coffee elsewhere, this is a grand choice for that because it is cheaper, obviously. I think they roast local, it's called Gregory's Coffee, which is, you know, coffee. If you're a coffee connoisseur, I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, they are open pretty much all day long, which is awesome. So you can always go in there, get breakfast items. You can get, again, the acai bowls and just little snacks and one-offs, which, you know, are definitely helpful throughout the day, which is pretty solid. But kind of just a little bit of the selection here, which is solid. And yeah, not much more else to say, but they do have really good stuff. So one of the cool things here at the Caribe Hilton is they supply a lot of stuff for kids. So right here is every day. It is a inflatable little area for kids. They're required to wear masks right now, but you know, under normal conditions, they probably wouldn't need to. But it's kind of one of those cool little added values that they give to the kids here, and they do it every day, 12 to 4 p.m. It's pretty neat. Lots of cool activities here. I'm gonna turn the. There we go. There's Ellie right there, just chilling, just coming around here. But they've got 4 little activity things here. Look at that. Okay, every day. Got little popcorn. That's pretty nice. Hey, baby. Found the treasure. All right, we are finally looking through the rooms here. It's gonna be a little messy, but so we start off the room here with a lovely little corridor. You've got your sliding door here, so it's not maximum privacy, but I'm assuming you're with somebody you don't care about being private about. So I will say the bathtubs are a little dated, as we mentioned. You got a little chip out there. The hot water didn't last tremendously long. You got beautiful paintings, you know, a pretty normal bathroom, I would say. Pretty average. You get your line of, let's see, verbena and lavender. Nothing too special, but it does the job. You've got your safe up here. You've got, actually, this is kind of cool. So you do have ample closet space. I enjoyed this. So you've got a little cubby action here, which I enjoy. You know, I do like to put my stuff here, but I think just that just feels so much better. You do get a decent sized mini fridge, so if you want to stock that bad boy full of whatever, you can do that. You got a little side compartment there. You do have the option to receive some of the complimentary coffee also. You know, beds, comfortable, they do the job, give you enough pillows for sure. This one has an adjoining room to it, so I think they had some issues with sound, but you know, that is what it is. You know, you are sharing space with people. You get a decent sized flat screen TV that has This is kind of interesting here. Let's check this out. So when you do turn this on, you do have the option to screen mirror. It's called Movie Beam. And then everything else is through this. So they've got your program guide, got App World. I think you can do YouTube. That's what I'm talking about when we're talking about connecting your thing or whatever device it is. Then you've got your guest services. So flight status, local attraction, weather, TV timer, that kind of stuff. Hotel info. This has everything you may need in your room. So who to call, facilities, TV, private dinners, dining. You can do this all through the TV here, which is kind of nice. You don't have that paper that you end up losing. This is the space I was referring to for clothing. And I would say one of the best parts of this is the fact that every single one of these rooms have a balcony, and not only a balcony, but a slanted balcony. So it kind of pushes you to look at the ocean, which is beautiful. That's something that's unique to this hotel that I've seen. As you can see, I'm standing right here, and you can see that this is angled. So it does kind of push you towards the ocean. It's not just straight, and just bleak and boring. So guys, well, this one is a king size, but they're all similar because we have two twins, I believe, in ours. But it's just a normal room, nothing too lavish. Gets the job done. You feel comfortable in it, and that is the room, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode of Before You Book. This is the Caribe Hilton here in San Juan. Overall, I'd say it is a beautiful resort. Possibly a little dated, but we expect obviously repairs after large disasters like earthquakes and hurricanes. So, obviously, it is whatever. It's not bad. It is just dated. But yeah, overall, very good service. Some of the stuff might be a little overpriced when you're talking about restaurants, but everything on the island might be that anyways because of the import to export ratio, and they have to get everything imported. So overall, Caribe, great place to stay. If you've got kids, amazing. Heck, if you're here for a wedding, it's good too. So it does really invite the entire party and kind of accommodate everybody's needs, wants. And again, there's a lot of walkability, so the walkability is a big factor. You can go downtown, enjoy, a night on the town. So, hi. And you can spend your time down there. You don't have to eat here. You don't have to drink here. You can use a scooter. You can go down there and do things to your heart's desire. So guys, that is the end of this Before You Book. I'm glad you guys were a part of this. But if you have any questions, just comment below. Thank you very much. Bye. Here's just a little addition. Right over there is the Caribe. So as you walk this way, there is a little mall that's being developed. And maybe by the time you get here, it'll be a little more full. Right now, they have a few restaurants, like barely any stores, but it seems like it's really going to be pretty up and coming. There is, let me turn this around. There's a Fogo, which is a Brazilian steakhouse over there. There's this really cute little, like a poke place. And then upstairs there is a breakfast place that you can go to if you feel as if maybe you've exhausted all the options or don't want to spend as much at the resort. You're welcome to come over here. This is Cruda right here. It just happens to be closed today, but yeah, the bagel company up there. Just a little something that I found out a little later in our trip, and I kind of wish I knew about it beforehand. So we'll carry on and check out more of the resort here soon. Precision. I wanted the finishing touch. See, I'm pina.
That's gorgeous.
Look at those finishing touches. Wonderful. Magic. fancy, huh? Thinks he can join in. Pigeones. House no begin. Puta.